And then, Will, kick us off, my friend.
Oh yeah.
He forgot.
If you smile.
No, it's not the. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you had a great time. Andre the Giant. Hulkamania.
Hulkamania.
Oh my God!
The whole world is watching. There you go.
If you smile.
Guys, welcome to another episode of the Bumpboys. This episode, we're just shooting the shit. It's going to be a quick episode, quick little fun one. We're going to do a little more review. At the end of the show, we're going to do a quick 3-4 for GM mode. And other than that, we're going to keep it real simple, real fun, real light. It won't be a long show for you guys. So if you guys want to tune in and watch the whole thing, it's going to be pretty nice. So other than that, I'm going to jump right into it. So we have a WWE review.
They had, let's see, what do we have this week?
So honestly, I have not been feeling this product. So I haven't given a fuck about any of this stuff.
I watched War Games. I watched it while playing Fortnite. That tells you how much I give a shit.
I didn't watch it.
I watched the highlights, and even then, I was like, "I'm good." It wasn't.
Basically, the matches weren't bad. I'm not gonna lie, the matches weren't that bad. Like
I don't like the War Games at all.
No, they had some good spots, but it was kind of basically showing NXT 2.0 taking over. Basically, it was, and then Monday night's Raw was okay.
Was Raw.
Liv Morgan defended her title. She lost by roll up. That explains WWE.
No, Becky defended the title.
Yeah, no, Becky defended it against Liv and lost by roll up.
Yeah.
I will say, was it War Games? War Games, there was way too many weapons involved. Like every time someone came in, they went and grabbed a weapon. A lot of people were complaining about that online.
Yes, because the manager for Carmelo Hayes, Trickster, whatever the Trick Williams, kept throwing weapons over the cage in the match after it started. They neutralized that by having Dexter Lumis crawl out and scare the shit out of him.
Yeah, but I will say the only really good thing about War Games that I appreciated was, I think it was Raquel Gonzalez put someone in the trash can and then hit a move. I think that was a cool spot, something I haven't seen before. It kind of reminded me of
Cora Jade was kind of nasty. The girl.
I didn't. Like I said, I saw the highlights. So if it wasn't on my highlights, I didn't see it.
I gotta make a highlight video for a website, so I might just break it down and do the cool spots and just send it to you two all week. I'm literally gonna have to make highlight shows, so it's just gonna show the main spots and the finish of the matches. It will save you guys so much time.
So much time. I'll be down. It's just so hard to get into the. Oh my God, I don't know.
And then was it SmackDown was.
I didn't watch.
Was
the only thing that really happened was Brock fucked up.
Brock showed up.
Yep, Brock came up. Paul Heyman teased that.
Brock came out this week too. Oh, he forced Sammy into. Okay, but this is last week's. We're on
last week. He forced Sammy to take his title shot.
Basically, got beaten by Roman.
Yep. Go ahead.
Then this week he came back and was like, "You weren't going to beat him anyway. I did you a favor."
He was in a wheelchair.
Yeah, and then Brock hyped him up, and he's like, the future reigning, defending, and then Brock just popped the bean and went off on everyone. And then
my funniest part had to be. No, you finished. No, the funniest part had to be. I think you can go. That's why.
Yeah, I'll finish that real quick, and then what was it? Adam Pearce, he did this moose thing about, hey, I named the moose after Adam Pearce or whatever, and I killed it, and I'm like, what the fuck? And then it was just Rated RK Bro versus the New Day and the Usos. I don't know how the hell that came to be. Like, how the hell the Raw Tag Team Champions on SmackDown? But
I don't know.
That makes no sense.
WWE is doing no sense.
Well, now the whole Bobby Lashley is thrown into. Isn't Bobby Lashley thrown into the Raw title, right? Because he
Nah, not yet. That's permanently announced this week.
But that's what
they came and fucked everyone up.
That shit comes out of nowhere. It's like WWE.
Yeah.
All right, let's try and build like a good fatal 4-way, and then like, or let's do a fatal 4-way. WWE, you barely do these.
They're
And
gonna
then
add another. They're probably gonna add a fourth guy. They're probably gonna add Balor too.
no, they're adding Bobby. Well, Bobby is the one that most people are thinking they're gonna add.
Balor's been getting beat every
I heard
week.
Finn too. I heard Fatal
so-
5-way.
A gauntlet.
I heard 5-way. Just a straight 5-way.
Be like, yeah, we give him title shots.
So we're just gonna give everyone a shot because it's New Year's Day and we love you all.
AEW is way better. Like I was watching. What promo was I watching? Obviously, I was watching.
Wait, hold on. Are we done with WWE review?
One more thing. This actually kind of fades into it. Gargano and then NXT 2.0. It was basically goodbye to Gargano.
Oh yeah,
And
I
Kyle
forgot.
O'Reilly.
Yeah, they sat down in the
Kyle,
ring.
They basically are treating. You can tell which guy was an asshole during contract negotiations and which guy was bye. I think Kyle O'Reilly was the one that was goodbye because basically Von Wagner basically destroyed him in the steel cage and slammed his face into steel steps and basically said that was his goodbye. Gargano got time in the ring to say goodbye. Basically, I honestly thought they were going to have him stay. Did you see the segment at all, Joe? I know you don't.
I did, but like I said, I'm not invested in the product, so I'm not going to spend my very limited time.
That's gotta be a new slogan. List.
What?
Like I said.
Like I said.
That'd be a good T-shirt. List.
I just feel like I don't care about NXT anymore. NXT is just not the same.
Dude, this was
the only thing that's good about it is that dude with the university. He made a little promo, but it was a WWE exclusive, so it wasn't even on TV. Where he came over and he was just like hyping him up, and then LA Knight hyped him up. That's about it.
He curses. That's why they don't put him on TV.
It's like being curses. It's just like he's funny. Like he's actually genuine.
WWE has no storylines.
Unlike this show over here, which is actually has decent storylines.
I need to find a way to watch AEW, y'all, because I actually love it.
Oh, do you want the link? Do you want the link to actually watch it?
Send me the link, because I really yo, I'm not gonna lie.
Download the episodes too.
Bro, the Punk promos and like the quality they beat you, because AEW does. I like how they do give you really big clips.
They're
on
actually
YouTube.
starting. They got a problem. They're actually starting to get a problem. People are starting to get pissed and wanting to leave. They've already had, Big Sol.
Yep.
And now Brian Cage wants to leave.
I don't blame them. Look, like they said, they're dedicating. Like I told you before, they're dedicating so much time to these getting in new people. They're forgetting about stars that they promised all these things.
To be honest, I didn't care about Brian Cage though. Like when I saw him,
it's gonna get interesting. It's gonna get interesting when WWE starts. Oh, you guys, we forgot to do something on WWE review.
What?
Jeff.
No, that's not different, bro.
Yeah. He's no longer part of the WWE brand. Remember?
Yeah, he don't come around here. He's not that guy.
Okay.
Look, buddy, you're not that guy.
But I said that AEW review. There was MJF, coming as like the hometown hero. That promo was hilarious.
That was good.
That was weird.
And then the
Punk
promo was bad. He mentioned the Long Island Islanders like 8 fucking times.
Wait, it was good, but it could have been better if he didn't mention it that many times. I was like, I
agree. I will agree on that.
It was a good promo.
You guys know what he's trying to do. You guys figure out what he's trying to do. I watched an interview with Renee. He literally just wants to go there, and he's talking bad about the Islanders just so NHL or TNT would be like, hey, let's put him on our TNT hockey show.
Oh, really?
After Dynamite.
He got a plan. A man with a plan. And then what was it? They had the FTR against right? It was FTR against the Lucha Bros, right? Or is that Winter's Coming? Is that the match? Is that going to be for Winter's Coming? FTR versus the Lucha Bros? And then you have
Nope, that was Rampage.
Oh, it already happened? Oh, it was on Rampage. You're right.
Yep.
I forgot.
Who
won it? Lucha was retained. Good. What belts do FTR have?
I didn't even watch Rampage. You know why? I I saw the spoilers like after they
You have
recorded.
AAA tag.
No, it's for AEW tag.
No,
No.
I was wondering what
He's
FTR
saying the
felt
FTR
at.
has the AAA
Yeah.
tag.
Yeah, AAA tag.
Okay, I do fuck with it.
And
Go ahead.
So.
Go ahead.
if you guys want, I also have an interesting pay-per-view you guys can watch tonight. I bought Ring of Honor's last one is tonight.
Oh, really?
I also have the link for it.
Send that to me right away.
It's on Fight TV.
I'll take it.
Send that UFC 269 pay-per-view link too.
I haven't bought UFC 269.
Well, not buy it.
I'll send it to y'all.
Wait, you bought it?
No, you can usually get it through a website. I won't be naming because but I'll send it to you because I was able to watch it before.
Love me a good. It's gonna be a good one, but I think
it's rhymes with Sports Purge, but bump that P up a couple letters.
I'm trying to get the link right now.
Purge. But anyway, for AEW though, John Silver, nice match with Bryan Danielson.
Yep.
And then who do you think is gonna? Because obviously, are they gonna? They're doing a number one contendership, right, between CM Punk and MJF.
No. It's MJF versus Dante Martin for the Diamond Ring.
No. Oh, at Winter's Coming.
Yeah, because Dante Martin turned heel in the last episode, and then he turned face in this one. He's gonna go for Big Show's record, most heel turns ever.
I think we need to get a steel cage match, in my opinion, between these two. That way, there's no. I thought that was what they were hinting to. Like, all right, we're gonna do a number one contendership, but in a steel cage. Because we haven't seen a steel cage match since what? The Cody, right? Wasn't Cody in the first one in AEW?
They did like a war game style with Jericho's Inner Circle and the Pinnacle.
Oh yeah, they did.
But that was a while ago. I haven't
but like singles was Cody versus wasn't Cody versus Chris Jericho?
There you guys go.
Yeah, I think so.
There you guys go. It should work. That's what I use.
Perfect.
It has a lot. It basically has everything.
But I'm looking forward to MJF and Punk. That's gonna be a good match.
Also, I heard a rumor that AEW's whole media episodes are coming to streaming service. They're not getting their own. They're jumping on to HBO Max.
Really?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Bro, this is so HBO Max. If you were to get any service right now, besides let's say Netflix,
that's the one to get.
I would even get Hulu and HBO Max over even Netflix because Hulu will keep you up to date with like TV shows, and then HBO Max is just loaded with hella value from like the theater releases.
Makes sense.
I think about it. They just released 8-Bit Christmas and King Richards.
And they're gonna have Matrix at the middle of this month.
Yeah, the new Matrix. Yeah, HBO Max it's litty, yo, and it's cheap too.
Yeah.
Probably they said mid next year.
Oh, I did have one. It's a side note review for WWE. So the whole golden egg and all that shenanigans and everything like that. It actually The Rock's movie on Netflix, Red Notice, was the most watched movie in Netflix history. And the first,
that why?
It was like in the. That's what WWE's gonna claim some of that. Oh, we helped, bro. You barely get a few million watching your shit, barely. They had, I think the movie did like 324 million views in like 8 hours. It was crazy. They did
that's really good.
How was it? I haven't seen it yet.
Bro, it's a really good movie. It's good. It's funny. It's got a little plot twist at the end. It's very good taste.
I think it's Ryan Reynolds. I think it's Ryan Reynolds and The Rock.
And Gal got it, whatever her name is, the Wonder Woman lady.
Oh, okay.
Who is my crush female actress?
Gal Heidik or whatever.
No, that's not her name. It's Gal got it. Gal got it. Something.
No.
Wait. What you want to bet?
Oh my God.
$20 right now. The Wonder Woman's name is Gal something. Don't look it up. Stop looking it up.
She's not in that movie.
Yes, she is.
It's the chick that was from
No, that's the chick that plays the other. She plays a smaller role. Gal Gadot is the main villain in that movie.
Oh, I don't know who the villain is. All I knew was
Yeah, Gal Gadot or whatever. I'm definitely
What's her
butchering
name?
her last name. It's definitely spelled a certain way.
Yeah.
The other one you're talking about is Ridu Aria. She plays another girl. But no, Gal Gadot. If I had to pick, shit. Anyways, let's move on to the big news of this week.
Yes.
Vince McMahon has prostate cancer.
What?
Huh?
Is he
Yeah,
really?
he got son of his ass.
Gotcha. It's like, no, fuck off.
Nah,
So,
so
I'm joking. Sorry.
Jeff Hardy was released by WWE. Couple sources out there claim, or he had a match. Looked a little sluggish.
Really? No, he was really sluggish.
Yeah,
He
they
left-
said it.
He like
He was
left
a-
mid match.
He like left mid match in the crowd.
Oh, yeah.
And came back.
Yeah, security had.
Did you watch the whole match?
I did.
No,
I just saw
it's
like
a
the little
live-
clip of him
It's a
just
live
like
show.
it was a
It's
live show.
So if you watch the whole clip, because there's a fan that recorded the whole thing, he was hitting like some good spots and stuff like that. But there were some times where like you'd push off the ropes and he would like instead of bouncing off the ropes, he would stop at the ropes like this, like and then just like come out. I'm like, what the fuck?
He was
like-
high
like-
as hell.
He took
It's
the
that-
bumps. He took the bumps, but him going against the rope, like yo, that man was zooted, bro.
Because of
And
all
then he get the hot
blood.
tag and he's just like, all right.
All that blood probably rushed to his head when he hit the ropes. He probably went, oh shit.
And then when he was in the crowd, apparently he was taking selfies with kids.
Oh God!
Take a selfie with me. I'm high.
They were supposed to get. He was supposed to get a huge push with them.
Well, you know what he did?
Allegedly.
He took a kid's head, put a line on it.
He was supposed to get Roman wanted to work a match with him. Roman wanted to work a match with him.
Give me a sec, Danny. Oh, this is put a line on a you know what it is? It had to be a Make-A-Wish kid with the baldy. Put it on.
Oh, that'd be terrible.
You just made my wish, bro.
Snort skis.
Nose clams. Jeff, a very interesting dude. Boy, we said,
Yeah.
my bad, Daddy. We just had to get that
He's out of our system.
that part out. That was a good one. You said he was supposed to get pushed for Roman, but you know WWE says all that thing, but just like where was Finn's big push? Remember, Finn was supposed to get a big push. Where was his?
He
big
got
push?
it. He got that one match.
Stop.
No.
That's not it.
This man getting beaten by KO clean, bro. Like it's embarrassing.
And like KO showing up out of nowhere and everything like that.
I don't know.
I know
KO's contract's up the first also. So there you
Who?
AEW, KO's up in January. Him and Sammy.
They gotta. Sammy, I can see staying. KO has to leave.
No, Sammy and
Sam-
KO are friends. They're gonna both bolt.
I think they're gonna stay.
I don't know.
I could see KO getting money last second.
I can see Sammy getting money last second. That man.
Well,
Yeah,
remember,
good.
KO's gonna take whoever gives him the most. I feel like he's definitely with the way him and his family and everything like that.
A lot of his
Oh,
friends
yeah.
are with AEW. That's the only problem.
They're talking about a Jeff. I was looking at it. They're talking about a Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy reunion in AEW. We might get Willow back.
They're not. He's got to go to rehab first, man.
Yeah, AEW won't take him on. He's a liability for them.
Well, he'll go to rehab. I mean, once he gets out of rehab, him and Matt coming
He
back.
He denied rehab. That's the reason why WWE fired him. People.
I think that's why he denied it. He was like, if I deny it, you're gonna fire me, and then I'm gonna have freedom. And I can do whatever I want.
Yeah, all
There
contracts.
might be, yeah. I mean, yeah, it makes sense. I mean, that's kind of what you do if you get drugs at like a regular job. Let's say Joe went to work for his job and he was all high and druggy. They can't fire you. They have to offer you. They have to offer
What?
you.
Well, hold on, pause. I would not use my job as a situation. It's
I'm
completely
joking.
different.
I'm joking.
If I show up my job high, bro, I'm pretty sure it's a felony, bro.
Getting arrested. Well, I would say this to be honest.
you can go to work high. It's cool.
I'll say this. I think in Jeff Hardy, he had to
In
have had
regular
a
job,
rehab.
okay?
He had to have had a rehab clause in his contract. There must have been with his past. They definitely had some sort of rehab clause, like, "Hey, if you slip up, we have the right to send you to rehab." we're gonna offer it to you. That's our first off the rip. I feel like that's what happened. Like honestly, like he probably had some sort of rehab thing in his contract, and then Jeff was like, "Yeah, I just got hired one time."
That's what most jobs do, though.
Well, you're at will employee, so if they can choose to fire you whenever.
Mm-hmm.
I think the rehab was like, hey, you know, do you really want to take the rehab? And he was like, nah. And they're like, well, there's no point in this. You know, good luck. Have a good one.
Well, if he does get through rehab,
the worst part is they just released a T-shirt that was, they showed it on the broadcast, and you can tell on the broadcast that there's Jeff Hardy on the T-shirt.
that's fine. They could just sell it in Nicaragua. Remember what CM Punk says? Oh, they still have my merch on WWE Shot. That way, if some kid in Nigeria wants, you know, CM Punk's texting gloves, they can have it.
Did you guys also, one more news before we go into our shows, did you guys also hear the news about someone from WWE contacted Vince McMahon, contacted Tony Khan, admitted on Wrestle Talk podcast, the BR, the Barstool one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No, but yeah, that's not
Wrestle Talk. It's not.
I think that's like BR something. Yeah, Cultaholic. Is that Cultaholic?
No, it's not Cultaholic. It's like wrestling. It's some guy that he's got like a southern accent. I know you. If you've probably seen him, he's got
anyway, we don't.
Yeah,
we don't know the source. Anyway, continue. we don't care about this dude. Let's make it too much screen time.
No, continue.
No, continue.
Continue, Denny.
So yes, that, and let's see. They asked Tony Khan, says WWE called and asked for permission to use former stars for documentaries.
Yeah.
They they called about CM Punk. You know, deep down they were just like, can we have him in something?
But you know CM Punk wasn't gonna do no documents for WWE. I ain't put no money in your pocket.
He said he has not heard from Vince. He said eventually he's like, Vince has to call him man to man.
I don't know. Vince delusional. I'm off.
Imagine
Vince will
Tony
call
just
him.
says, imagine Tony's just like, do you guys just want to work together? This would be so much easier.
Hell no. Fuck no.
Fuck that.
Honestly,
you about to have Nick Gage stab him, bro.
There's gonna be more budget cuts in WWE. There's allegedly gonna be more budget cuts.
Hey, January's coming up, man. Royal Rumble season coming around.
They ain't gonna have enough people. I don't know, man. WWE is such a weird spot.
Okay, bro. So what's your guess? Gargano reappears at the Royal Rumble?
Mm-mm.
No. I think the Royal Rumble is going to be lackluster. I don't know. I have to see what they're doing with this day one thing and see where we go from there. Because right now it's that December like lull where everything's ass. Like everything is really ass right now. There's nothing. There's no direction. No one gives a fuck. It's the holiday season. No one gives a fuck about wrestling right now.
Cody versus Sammy is on freaking Christmas Day.
I'm excited for that one.
That's gonna be good.
On Rampage, the 10 o'clock.
Cody needs to
on Christmas.
So what they need to do is put Sami in an actual like storyline, like something to a longer storyline. Because I feel like this whole I hate the whole like, all right, we're gonna have our mid card title just be an open challenge. Like everybody does that shit. I think this is where Cody goes turns like full on heel. Yeah, I would love. There's
a rumor that what's going on is if you saw, did you guys watch? How much of the episode did you watch of AEW? Did you watch the whole thing?
I didn't watch none of it.
I know the general idea of it.
Did you see Julie Hart from Varsity Blondes get sprayed by Malachi Black? He split the mist in his face. Okay, that's supposed to be every person that Malachi's hitting with the mist is supposed to be the people that turn evil and join his House of Black faction. That's the rumor. Because he's hit Cody, Julie Hart. I forgot who else he's hit. It's multiple people.
That nigga Deontay.
Yeah, I think did he hit Deontay?
I don't think so. Dante? Nah, because he didn't have a match with Dante now.
I gotta see who he hit. I know
that makes sense. But I don't want another faction though. I just want a singles heel run of Cody. Like, can we just get a nice I feel like AEW is like they overdo it with factions. I'm like, God damn.
It's like faction war, but makes sense, but it doesn't make
It
sense.
does, but just like, yo, let's get some good single feuds. Like back to
Freaking-
like the Kenny and Hangman. Like that was a perfectly like.
I hope they continue this faction war because eventually you get chaos, which could lead to Okada.
So I don't want to see any of that shit. If I want to see factions, I go to New Japan. New
That's
Japan got
basically what
all the
they're-
factions. I am done with New Japan for a while.
Yeah, I just
Why?
want nice single. Like turn Cody heel. Here's what you do: you turn Cody heel. He beats the
Mhm.
shit out of Arn Anderson, cut him up, bloody him up. You know, razor blade cut him, and
What?
then you just. Well, that's what they're gonna do. You know, gotta slice the forehead. Just
Like-
have him beat the shit, and then Brandy comes out. Stop it, Cody! Stop! He pushes her.
No, Brandy's gonna be the
Get off your
Brandy's
bitch. And he just
no.
keeps punching
Brandy's
the.
gonna be like his heel manager.
Yo, everyone hates Brandy online.
Yeah, that's why.
Yo, if you see the threads on Facebook, yo, people are like, yo, I
Dude.
hate her. Like, I hope she gets like
He
she,
deleted his face.
she should have been pushed off the stage instead of Arn Anderson. I was like,
Is
damn.
Cody is Cody's Twitter still like deactivated? Is he deactivated? Because people were being so salty to him.
They
I
need
don't
to
know.
turn this man healed. Like they need to do something. He needs to turn on Arn and beat the shit out of Arn and like so Arn like
got boot the shit out of him in his own state. In his own hometown.
that's what I'm saying.
Atlanta,
They need to
Georgia,
turn. They need to turn this
shit
man
out of him.
heel, and he needs to just have a lot of resentment. Like I helped start this company. This is how y'all feel, and this is how y'all treat me. Da 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 da.
It's like
Well,
MJF
now
in
it's
his hometown. It's just weird.
yes. Like him and MGF could be the two big heels in the company. I could really see that. With now,
were
like with
friends
Kenny
before.
gone, this is
That'd be
a
good.
chance for Cody to show us, you know,
Uh,
what we saw from TNA Cody. I mean, like, I need you to.
It's gonna be interesting to see if O'Reilly shows up because I think O'Reilly's gonna show up. That's gonna be more faction war.
I was gonna say I have more unpopular opinions, but I'm gonna save those
Right.
for another episode when we have unpopular opinions. But one of my things is I'm tired of hearing, like with the wrestling community, everything starts on Twitter for some reason. Like I know the world revolves around Twitter, but how is more of your product on Twitter than it is like in mainstream? Like you know what I'm saying?
It's
Like,
getting to the
like if
point.
I don't personally use Twitter, so I feel like me as a wrestling fan, like when they say this happened on Twitter or whatever, I don't really care. It's kind of like how they had like on Tout or with WWE. I just don't care about.
Remember that social media and the internet kind of broke down like that fourth wall barrier. Remember, so
No, I hear that, but I feel like they rely on it too much.
it's kind of like it's like the business
they
pivot,
use-
the social
use-
media.
I
Business
hear
pivot.
it. That's probably
They
just
use it-
like I said, it's an unpopular opinion, man. It's
They
not
use it to,
a
like-
good one.
They use it like Burt Baker and fucking Tony Schiavone flirting with each other on Twitter just to get and just to get in fucking Adam
Yeah.
Cole's head.
But then Adam Cole saying he smacked the shit out of who was it, MJF for keep mentioning
Yeah.
Britt Baker. I'll smack the shit out of you. He was just,
No, I watched that interview.
I'll smack
I
the
was
shit out of
laughing,
him. He's like, mention her again. I'll smack the shit out of you. He
Did
was
you guys
like,
notice?
he said what he said
Another-
wasn't wrong. He's like he wasn't wrong, but
By the way,
say that shit
that's
again.
That's another person that they're wasting.
Adam Cole.
Yeah, I think they
No,
are.
no.
So
Some
far.
people. I heard some people were saying that they're wasting Adam Cole. They're wasting Adam Cole.
Yeah.
But once they
He's
get
in,
There's
his
way too many
faction
people in
together-
there. There's way too many people they gotta feed.
Yeah, it's weird.
Think
gonna
about
get-
Mox is gonna come back eventually.
That's crazy.
Uh,
You have Mox and Kenny who's still like.
You're gonna have Mox coming back. You're gonna have freaking probably Winham soon.
I think Mox goes up against CM Punk. I think
Red
that's what you
lights.
do there.
I'm saying winter is coming. Red
All
light.
I'm saying is if you look at the
Green light.
AEW card and then you look at who's not on the card, it's like a travesty, bro. Like
If you end
or a
up on
tragedy.
AEW, if you end up on AEW Dark, that's very bad. If you end up on,
I wouldn't say
YouTube,
it's bad. It's just they have so much talent that they can't use. They're running into a
that's why they're using-
WWE issue.
Well, they need to do a draft. That's what WWE had to do. They're kind of in that same period of like, all right, we have Rampage, which obviously is not the bigger show, which just like how when SmackDown was. So we need to take, like John Moxley should
SmackDown's
probably
only
go
an hour.
to. Wait, what?
Rampage is only an hour. That's their biggest issue.
Yeah, they
can't-
need to make it 2 hours and then separate the
They're
roster.
not going to go 10 to 12. It's going to be. It's already in a deaf time. No one wants to watch it at 10 o'clock at night.
They got
Unless
to
they
change it.
really want to open up the Friday Night War. Because now
should.
WWE's learning. You know, you hear AEW now wants to counter with freaking day one, and put a Rampage or Dynamite on New Year's Day, just
They
to
should.
counter day one.
I don't
I
think
watched
it's,
it.
I don't think they are using it to counter. I think they're just doing it for the best of their thing. Like they were saying, just because there's two promotions doesn't mean when they do something it's a a diss or a drag to another one. They're a business. They're gonna do what's best for them.
Oh yeah.
Like I don't see it as a drag, or hey, just because they're doing this, we're gonna do this. Like I could see a
But it
couple
could be
things.
though. It could be though.
I could be, but I feel like people
Do you think
assume
Triple H
it's more than what it is.
Do you think Triple H and Shawn Michaels are sitting at the NXT every week and going like this? Damn, I wish Vince would just give me future endeavors.
No, they're getting paid. Like, yeah, at the end of the day, it's a business, and he's getting paid, and he's owed. W owes him. He owes a lot to WWE for getting him where he is today.
Yeah.
Who, Sean?
No, Triple H. Everyone's saying the black and gold brand is destroyed. Well, yeah, but it's a business decision. Like this man, like he's getting paid. He doesn't give a fuck.
Did you see what they did also? I don't understand them. They just signed 15 college athletes from around the different college sports. You guys see that?
WWE did.
Yep.
They're always doing
They
that.
don't
though.
build new stars. What's the point?
They're literally just hiring college athletes who can move. Vince is trying to like create a generation of superstars that he's created. He doesn't
That
want
can't
them to
wrestle.
leave.
That can't cut promos. That can't sell bumps. Like if you look at like compare
Braun
wrestling
Breaker,
to
who should just be Rick Steiner or Bronson Steiner. He really should just be Rick Steiner's son. Like he literally has his moveset. It's like Hook's son. It's like Rampage. Like Rampage this week had the debut. Rampage had the debut of Hook.
Oh yeah,
Hook,
I watched it. I did watch that. That was
Where he hit
it was pretty good.
Yeah, I had to type on the screen for that long. Jesus.
Hook was pretty
Yeah.
good. Oh yeah, that was Hook did have his
Sleep.
I
We're at
watched
half an
the
hour.
Matt.
We're at half an hour now, so you should probably move on to the next.
Oh yeah, hey, that's what happens, man. The show, you know what I'm saying, when you get into it.
All right.
I mean, at least
So
we talked about the product.
whose show wants to go first?
Gotta remember what I did in my show second.
I'll do my first week if you want.
Sure, I guess.
Unless you want to go.
Actually, I'll go.
Okay, we'll do
right.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then
Yeah, I'll
Monday,
go.
Wednesday, Friday.
All right, so obviously our show kicks off. We start the show off with a flashback of everything that recapped of episode 2, and I'll kind of give you that recap. So on the flashback, we see Roman and Vince introducing the whole ping pong gauntlet thing with picking the match style and everything like that, and then we end up showing obviously the big little spoiler teaser ad on the Kayla walking into the that how WWE does like that little grayish kind of style like flashback. You get that picture?
Yeah, I'm gonna be right back. My AirPods are dying. I need to grab a headset.
This guy, come on, man.
We'll just wait.
Oh wait, this is our host. This is our guy. Joe's not that guy. Joe is not that guy. Now I saw Hook's match with who was that? Was it Fuego, whatever they call him?
Yeah, Fuego del Sol.
Fuego del Solo. Hook was okay. Like he's not gonna pay. He's not gonna pay. I don't know. I just did it.
It's his first professional. It's his first professional match.
Yeah,
he's training with Cody basically at Cody's Nightmare camp, whatever the hell Cody's.
Get that Cody style kind of wrestling, but
just like people are like, oh, Cody's gonna leave. Cody's not gonna leave.
Cody's not. Cody needs. They need to turn this man heel. Like he could be the biggest heel AEW has ever had.
Oh yeah,
in my opinion.
They just need to. I don't know what to. I feel like Tony Khan's too busy. I don't even know.
Well, maybe it's a money thing. Maybe Cody. Well, like obviously Cody's merch is probably going down because obviously people are starting to not fuck with him. But if they turn this man heel, I could see. Like I said, if John Moxley comes back, I can see the heel being John versus, if you want to do John versus CM Punk, which I don't think they're gonna do. Because actually, let me think about this. How would that work?
John is anti.
Well, yeah, I know, but I mean, like, I'm
John
trying to
is
figure out
like
like how you
John
could
is
like.
like anyone. John is really doesn't have a
No,
straight.
yeah, like here on the thing. I'm just mean like I'm thinking of the matches, like obviously what with Brian Danielson versus Paige. If Paige wins, do you have him
I
face Moxley or do you have him
yeah.
face MJF? Probably MJF.
Maybe depending on what happens.
I would rather have Paige lose to Hangman and Paige. I'd rather have him lose to MJF, to be honest, because there's got to be a point to where you push MJF.
Oh yeah,
So
it's gonna. Oh yeah, I could definitely see that. I still think that whatever happens that winter is coming. Is gonna be.
who is MJF facing in the Diamond Ring tournament?
It's the final Dante Martin.
Oh, Dante.
I can see
I feel like Punk is gonna
cost them the ring.
He has to, because I don't want to see him win 3 times in a row. Like I just don't want to see him win. Like it's just like, all right, now the tournament means nothing to me.
Oh yeah.
Punk has to cost him.
We're too busy talking about winter's coming. Joe, we can't hear you.
You got to change your audio. You got to go in the settings, and change it to the mic, because it was just on a different mic.
Yeah, that's what you have to do.
I'll type it in.
Oh, he left. Probably would go play with his audio.
There you go. But anyway,
do you think it's last year winter's coming? They gave us Sting. Do you think there's another one coming?
oh what, like something big?
Yeah. You think it's Wyatt?
Probably Moxley. Moxley would probably be the return, to be honest.
Moxley or I can see Moxley Page.
Yeah, I think the big return to come back is probably going to be John Moxley.
Page, or they debut because he's so big with the Dark Order. Depending.
We said Paige, like Paige, the female, right? Paige.
No, Adam Page. Adam Page is. I could see them as being the end of the show and it being like Moxley or something, or like they show the Fiend's face or whatever the hell it's going to be called in AEW.
Wait, he's coming to AEW?
More than likely.
Oh my god, AEW is just like what WWE couldn't do.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that point where it's gonna be. That's why they're getting too stacked. It's getting.
So that's what I said. They need 2 shows. They got to go for it.
Another show, but I don't know. They didn't think it was gonna blow up this fast. I think what really helped was Vince cutting all those people.
That too, but also I think Jericho definitely. I feel like Jericho did a lot for that first year to what he did.
Moxley carried it during the thing that helped them the most.
Well, he did, but also Jericho carried it as well. I feel like
yes, the thing that put him over the most and put CM Punk back in there. I watched an interview with Renee Young on Renee Young's podcast. Mm-hmm. She interviewed Punk. You know he was supposed to come back in 2020. He was rumored he was gonna come back the year before. He's supposed to come back at I think it was Double or Nothing before the pandemic.
I did not know that.
He's supposed to be back a year before. So Punk was supposed to come back the year before.
Can't hear you, Joe.
Joe, talk.
I think he just saw.
No. Poor guy.
Damn, I gotta get this mic over to him. Should have had his AirPods charged. That's on you, buddy. Listen here, buddy.
I'm hoping mine don't die. I have my headset just in case.
Oh, can you hear me on this?
Now I can hear
Yeah.
you. I can hear that buzz too. I gotta get that mic over to my boy.
But you can hear a buzz.
Yeah.
The CPU
How
now.
can you hear that? Oh, that's why.
How's this better?
Better.
Yeah.
Now you can't hear nothing. Okay. It's good enough. Just keep going.
All right, let's go back. So back to what I was saying. So we're gonna do it's a little promo flashback, to, what happened on week 2, where Roman was going through everything and how he ended up getting put in the match with Hangman Adam Page, and then obviously the cool moment with Kayla being in the room, and then he comes out of the shower, and because she saw someone was on his phone. And then obviously, then we get to the flashback of the match. WWE does that nice little flashback promo of like what happened last week, showing the shenanigans with Taz costing Hangman the match and everything like that. So then we kick off with so after that promo, we kick off with we see backstage, we see Roman sitting down, and then he's like, "Hey man, it's good to have you here." And Taz walks in. It feels good to be back, my brother. So they sit down and everything like that. And then Roman then ends up saying, "But hey, man, there's one thing I need your help with." And then Taz's like, "I'm here for you, my brother. What do you need?" He's like, "I need backup. You know what I need." So then Taz is like, "I have an idea." And then that's where we kind of seed plant the dinner. So then we start off with our first match. We have my boy, obviously carrying Cross off that nice big win over Mr. Damian Priest. But we're gonna have a match between. So Sasha comes out, and Sasha
You
just
gonna
cuts up a
call him
little.
Carrying Cross or Killer Cross?
I like carrying Cross, to be honest, versus Killer Cross. I like carrying Cross. So Sasha actually comes out and cuts a little bit of a promo talking about how after the whole Becky and Charlotte incident and everything like that, how could they forget about her? And then Becky ends up coming about with a whoa. So they have like a little promo about, hey, if you think you deserve it, let's see what you can do. So we actually end up having just a spot on match between Becky and Sasha Banks. Match goes on, it's a good match. It's one of those matches you wouldn't expect to be like as an opening match. But of course, some shenanigan happens. Obviously, Charlotte Flair comes in, and there's like a little ref bump. The ref is out, and then Charlotte comes in and just basically lays both females out. Ref wakes up and counts, and we don't see this often. He counts out both females inside the ring since they're down, and then it ends up ending the segment with the match with just Charlotte over the top with a little pose. Then we cut into actually a Vince McMahon setting, since he, I'm gonna use him as my little, GM kind of guy. Johnny Gargano walks back in, kind of like still trying to say like, "Hey Vince, I know you didn't put us in that tag team match, and I couldn't get him to commit to that, but is there still a way that if I can get him to agree that we can get a shot at the title?" And then Vince is just kind of like I said before, there's already people who have already been tag teams. Before you can even get a title shot, I need to see you guys in a match. So first, what you need to do is convince him to be in that tag team. So then Joey Gargano is just like, I gotta find a way. I just gotta find a way. Then we get into our next match. We have a tag team match. Now we're gonna have Moose and then obviously Keith Lee, my new form tag team. We call them the Mandingos.
Mandingos.
They're gonna go up against the Butcher and the Blade, and it's just a nice, good, classic match and everything like that. Biggest thing, obviously, we have like a little strength showdown between obviously Butcher's the bigger guy, so we see a little strength showdown between him and Keith Lee, and then to get outdone, Moose tags himself in, and then ends up, so Keith does like this like little like body slam press on Butcher, and Butcher's a big guy, so Moose comes in like I'm gonna one up you. He ends up doing the overhead toss slam over, and then Keith ends up looking at him like, that's nice, but can you do this? So while Butcher and Blade were out, because Blade went to go check on Butcher, Keith did a dive jumping over the ropes. It ends up with Keith and Moose getting the win over the Butcher and the Blade. Then we just go into our next matchup. We have Liv Morgan taking on Selena Vega. Just a classic, nice match. Everything's going well. We end up having Liv Morgan taking the win in that one.
Did you guys write this down? It
Who,
looks
me?
like you're reading. Yeah.
No, I'm looking at my my roster, and then we
Okay.
go back to our James Storm segment. Remember, so we cut back, and James is just he's on the couch smoking a bogey, another beer, and then the purple dust and stuff starts coming in, and then pops up Velveteen Dream. So it sounds weird. Velveteen Dream, it's kind of like it sounds weird. It's almost like he's like James Storm's, like if you remember from like the last
Wow, you're going
episode.
that road. I got to
He's
race
almost
that
like
you got a pedo.
no, he's almost like James Storm's like genie in a sense. Velveteen has like that very mystique, like I
Like
can
fairy godmother.
yeah, like that fairy godmother kind of style,
Gay shit?
the gay shit. Yeah, a little bit, but it's just like because remember, James Storm is still trying to find himself. Because I forgot who was I planning on putting him in a tag team with. I forgot who I had in mind.
No, you wanted to get fucking Robert Roode from me.
No, I did, but I had another idea of who I wanted to throw him in a tag team with. I can't remember who
You
it
mean
was.
Beer Money 2.0?
Oh no, it was. Oh, in fact, no, my bad. I know it was. So Velveteen is just like Velveteen is this is a little segment promo. Just James, the first to getting back to the glory days. I know you're reminiscing on Beer Money. Is let me take you out to the bar. Let's get you out. Let's get you going. So we just see James just like it's I like my promos to kind of be like real life scenarios. So you have that one person who's just down, and then you got to get this other person to like get them out of their comfort zone and just do something. So that's kind of what like Velveteen is trying to get for like James Storm, because remember James Storm's depressed about not being drafted with Robert Roode to form Beer Money. So that's going to be a little segment that goes on for there. So then it cuts into our main event, which is going to be dun dun dun. Actually, sorry, not a main event. I'm sorry, because I forgot it's a 2-hour show. So we cut into our next match, which is just going to be a nice little classic. We have my boy Johnny Gargano, and he actually comes out with Tommaso Ciampa, just and he cuts a little promo before saying just like, hey, Tommaso, let me show you what I can do. This way, you could see if you want to team up with me. So he's going to end up facing, and I can't keep giving Matt Sydal losses. I feel bad for it. He's going to end up facing. I can't give Jake Hager. That's hard. I'm sorry, my bad. He's going to face Jinder Mahal. There we go. So Joey goes up against Jinder Mahal, and this is one of those where it's just like Joey ends up losing the Jinder, and then Tommaso just looks at him just like
Johnny gets rolled up by Jinder.
No, not a roll. No, he just cleaned. No, he just cleaned. He just cleaned. But then Tommaso just looks at him like you bit off more than you can chew kind of thing. And Johnny's just like, I can do this, man. Trust me. You want to be my partner. And then we come to our last promo segment. Huh? Yeah, but the whole storyline is that Tommaso is better than Johnny, and I keep saying Joe is better than Johnny, and he just feels like, why would I want to go back and team up with you again?
Joey Gargano.
Have you improved?
Terrible twin brother.
Yeah, remember, that's what I said my last time. But it's like, why would I want to team up with you? And then we kind of try our last promo. Taz says, you know what? I've been trying to talk to Vince and everything like that. The best thing that we can do, who doesn't like to be wooed? And then Roman's like, wooed? Yes, Roman. I think you should take Vince out on a nice, elegant dinner and convince him to trade for your brothers. And then Roman's like, not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Then we get into our main event match. It is going to be Hangman Adam Page going one-on-one with the man, Randy Orton. So we have a nice little one-on-one match, back and forth, back and forth. I give Hangman the clean win over Randy. Randy's a seasoned veteran. He can afford a loss, and it kind of just puts more respect in the eyes of Randy. At the end, they just shake hands and just a nice little clean finish. That's the end of that show.
Randy hits him with an RKO.
Actually, that's a good idea, Danny. I'm going to add that. So they do shake hands. They agree, and then Hangman slips up. He gets hit with an RKO, and they come off with just Randy ending it. Just that's the Viper. Doesn't matter if you're good, bad. He'll just hit you with that RKO.
Did you guys see the RKO from like what was it, Survivor Series?
Oh yeah.
the Uso splash turned into an RKO.
It's an RKO. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That was crazy.
That one actually might be one of my favorite ones, next to the Seth Rollins one.
Now, to me, the Matt Bourne one is the best one because that started all the crazy RKOs, and that was just like, yo, what the? You literally had to slow it down. I bet it was.
Evan Bourne's one was nasty. I think that's my favorite.
It was really clean. It was just out of nowhere.
Timing was just.
Seth Rollins, the one that he turned a curb stomp into a WrestleMania.
Oh yeah, Mania, that was good.
The 31.
That one was nice.
That was the last good. That was the last good Mania. We should do. Hey, I got an idea, Joe, for a show. For like a segment going into a show. We rank the WrestleManias.
Ooh, I'd be down to do that.
I'd be down to write WrestleMania.
Who's next? Remember, I almost have to leave in like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
To be honest,
I'll go next.
Do y'all just want to do just one show and then we'll do tomorrow our next shows?
Yeah, we'll do tomorrow.
Yeah, let's do that.
We'll do the pay-per-view. We'll do the pay-per-view tomorrow too.
I'm gonna try and keep mine quick.
My bad.
You open up with it. Huh?
Mine's gonna be quick also. So.
All right, sounds good. All right, so we're gonna open up with a quick promo, pyro. This week we're not starting off with me in the ring, which is nice. So we're going right into a match. We got Matt Riddle versus Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin, which is Motion Machine Gun. Fast-paced match. End comes with Riddle hitting the Bro Derek for the win. He gets jumped by Motion Machine Guns. AJ comes out for the save. Remember, AJ got he's suspended from the any title pictures for 2 months for putting his hand on a ref. AJ just looks at Riddle, says, don't make it more than what it is. Riddle, of course, being that goofy person, he's like, come on, bro, let me get a hug or whatever. And then AJ's like, I really would not. And at that point, Matt just gives him a hug. And AJ's kind of like standing there like, and as soon as he like raises his arm up like, yeah, I'm stoned. AJ hits him with the Pele kick and then starts whooping his ass in the ring. And then just starts beating him down, and then he just leaves. And the Motion Machine Guns are just looking like, what the hell just happened? Go to commercial. I'm talking with Bobby Lashley. I was like, well, your opponent was supposed to be here tonight for the qualifier match, but they're unable to compete due to COVID. Bobby gets pissed. He's like, no, this is what I was talking about. You're just like the other company. Just making me jump through all these hoops. I'm probably going to have to face a mysterious opponent. Yada, 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 go through all this thing. I'm probably going to lose that match through some, shenanigans. And then I'm going to be hunting after you. And I'm like, whoa, hold up. I didn't say all that. All I'm saying is your opponent isn't here tonight. You were supposed to be. So he forfeits. You win. Bobby, you're shitting me, right? No, Bobby, you're good. Now you just taps him on the shoulder. Good job on your qualifications. We'll see you at the pay-per-view. And Bobby's like, yeah. And he walks away. Joe continues walking. AJ Styles sitting on a bench. And I go, Mr. Styles, how's your day going today? AJ is like, this fat motherfucker. All right, listen. I didn't touch a ref. So unless you got important information, please leave me alone. And I'm like, all right, I hear you there. I just want to give you a heads up. Next week, it's you and Matt Riddle in a match. So you guys can figure out your differences. And then I shoot him with the double guns and I walk away. And AJ's just like, fuck, I'm just tired of shit. So AJ's going through a slump right now. Jeff Hardy versus Shelton Benjamin. Cedric Alexander's there with ringside, of course. Match ends with Hardy hitting the whisper in the win. And then Hardy being a dick just takes, people take them and just throw them into the turnbuckle and they hit their shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
Hardy hits that shit like 3-4 times. And just keeps ramming them. The ref comes over and it's like, hey, what are you doing or whatever? He could be hurt. And then Hardy's like, So the ref is checking on him. And then you have this camera angle of just him watching it. And then it kind of zooms out. And you see this fucking tweaking Jeff Hardy at the top, and he just hits a swanton. The ref is like, what the fuck just happened? What the hell are you doing? He's like, hey, I didn't hear a bell, so do your job and make the count. 1, 2, 3, gets the win. Cedric Alexander is just shocked, what the hell is happening to you? Hardy gets out, gets right into his face. He closes his eyes, of course, with the face paint or whatever. Cedric backs off. Hardy leaves.
I like it.
We get the Usos versus Dante Martin and Lio Rush. Quick match, but Usos hit the splash on Dante. Dante gets pinned for the win. The Gorilla of Destiny, God, comes out, and they're just like in the ring talking with the Usos. Dante Martin, being stupid, gets up in the middle of it, like, and Tama Tonga hits the stun gun, which is just a glorified cutter.
Mm-hmm.
And then Tonga Lao grabs Leo. Irish whips him into the Usos, who hit a double super kick. They all smile, and then God leaves the ring and it's like, nah, you do your thing, and then just leave. So a nice little thing, you know, what's going to happen. There's a little animosity or a little weird tension. Match number 4, we got Asuka versus Raquel Gonzalez. Match ends. It's a pretty decent match. Asuka gets rolled up by Raquel. Just remember, Asuka is the women's champion, and she just got pinned. So Raquel's at the top of the ramp, just celebrating, having a good time, and that's it. Main event. I announced that next week we're going to have KO and Bobby Lashley versus Omega and Joe in a tag match. Whoever is tagged will not be so whoever gets pinned next week.
I was gonna say whoever is tagged.
The tag team match.
Whoever gets pinned next week will not be able, or their ranking will get put down or whatever. I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do as a stipulation. I'll put a stipulation. No, screw it, no stipulation.
You're just trying to set up for the go home show.
Yeah, so he also announced that next week he'll make the announcements for the tag team championship for the pay-per-view. The Dangerous Checker comes out and he claps. Zack Sabre Jr. is like, yeah, you know, I would love to hear that announcement next week, but you know, while you're at it, I would love to hear just my name. Like, if you just say our name, that'd be really great. I'm like, well, you know, I can't really do that. You know, there's other viable tag teams. And then he was like who? Like, who out there? And the next thing you know, the Usos come out and it was like, oh, I know you didn't forget about us, blah, 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 blah. They kind of have a mouth-off segment. Or the Good Brothers come out. This is their first time coming out on the show. Nice little pop. And it's like, oh, we're not coming out here for us. You know, we haven't earned it right yet. But these guys have. So the Young Bucks come out at that point.
Damn.
And it's like, God, and the Dangerous Checker's like, God damn, guys, I didn't say you guys weren't going to be in the match. All I'm saying is I want to hear my name announced. Just let me do me. Then there's the Asian guy, he's just like, just tweaking out there, just like, you know, just getting in people's faces, like, damn, man, like, back the fuck up. And at that point, God, Tama Tonga comes out of nowhere, just hits the fucking, like, the stun gun, which is just an RKO, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Out of nowhere, just hits the RKO on the crazy Asian guy. And it's just a little brawl at the end, and then Joe's like, I don't get paid enough for this shit, and I just walk away, and the show goes off with them just brawling on stage.
Okay.
So
I like it.
Just a little lighthearted stuff.
Okay, my turn. Yay.
I'm so excited.
Dude, I want okay, it starts off with Brian Cage versus Daniel Bryan in the ring. It starts with the intro, no talking, just a pyro, and then it goes straight into the match. The AEW World Title semifinal match between Brian Cage and Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan, him and Daniel Bryan just wrestles the shit out of him. And like turns him into a damn pretzel, the big giant ass dude.
Different from some Mustang.
And then, but then for some reason, Brian Cage accidentally knocks the ref. Daniel goes and grabs a kendo stick and starts beating him with it. Basically, this is turning Daniel heel. And then Brian starts using the kendo stick to try to like use the label lock, but then drops it when the ref sees it, and then reattaches it, and Brian Cage taps out. So Daniel Bryan wins. Daniel Bryan is in the ring after he's being interviewed after his win. He calls the crowd fickle. He's like, oh, you people don't deserve me as your AEW. I mean, as my world champion. I don't really care what you guys think. I don't care if it's Christian or Edge or both of them. I don't give a I'm gonna beat this. I'm gonna win this title.
You can
and
cuss. Go ahead. You can cuss. Say it. I'm gonna beat the shit out of them.
I'm gonna beat the fuck out of those. Okay.
I like that. That's good. I like that on the promo side.
Match number 2 is tonight. It's Adam Cole is making his his TEW debut.
AEW.
No, I had it written down as AEW. I wrote this at like midnight. But Bobby Fish is also making his debut against Dark Order's Reynolds and Silver. Back and forth, Adam Cole and Fish beat Reynolds and Silver. Okay, Edge is being interviewed by one of the interviewers for his match against Christian later that night. He's saying, "Oh, Christian, this is it. This is the match." He's like, "I'm not going easy on you tonight. Me and you have a long past. Yeah, brother. Me and you have tagged everywhere, but this ain't personal. But I got business. So let's do this tonight." Next match is CM Punk versus Ethan Page and with Scorpio Sky. CM Punk wins a quick match off Ethan Page after Scorpio Sky tries to distract the ref. CM Punk hits Ethan Page with a GTS. 1, 2, 3. Scorpio Sky's getting into it. Ethan Page could basically didn't. The distraction really didn't help. Next is an in-ring segment with contract signing between Tessa Blanchard and Britt Baker. Tessa and about to sign a contract. They're talking shit. How Britt's like, hey, damn. She's like, damn. She's like, I thought I was the most hated girl in the locker room. You got me beat. Bailey comes out and interferes, and starts like saying she got screwed. She's like, what kind of WWE bullshit? She's like, I am not getting bulled by another 4 horsewomen child. I'm tired of this shit. Like, I'm so, like, it's not, like, I'm tired of being in Charlotte. Basically, Tessa's basically being in the Charlotte treatment because she's a 4 horsemen.
Mm.
Basically, I'm tired of this. I don't, like, I should have won that match. Like, I should get my shot at being in it.
What's with this WWE bullshit?
It's true.
No, I like it. That's what I'm saying. I like it. Like, I can see Bailey coming out. What's with this wrestling bullshit?
Like, with these kids trying to get a job, like, but then Tony Khan comes out and it's just like, okay, you want it? He's like, you want to be in this match? So, can't. Then you're gonna have to fight next week. If you pin Tessa, you're in the match.
Okay.
So it's gonna be Bailey versus Tessa.
Yeah, next week.
And if Bailey wins, she gets put into the match.
Yeah, it becomes a triple threat match.
Ooh, I like that.
Match number 4, and then all of a sudden Tessa hits Bailey with her finisher. Britt comes up and curb stomps Tessa because she is the curb stomp also. And then the next match is Anna Jay takes on Chelsea Green. I don't know why I did this match. For some reason,
Filler.
Bathroom break.
Yeah, another bathroom break. 2 women bathroom breaks. Man, I gave him a long bathroom break. Also, it's true.
Someone dropping the shit. He's like, oh, thank God, this daddy. Thank God.
She hits her with her finisher. 1, 2, 3. 3. I'm trying to like build women up, but it's hard. The next, Tony Khan announces that next week there will be a trios match. It'll be Sammy Guevara and Santana and Ortiz versus Sean Spears and FTR. If FTR wins, Sean Spears gets a shot at the TNT title. If the other team wins, if
Sammy
and Santana and Ortiz win, basically saying, okay, you got your chance to come. That means Santana Ortiz will get a shot at the tag titles.
Okay.
Okay.
So if
Mm-hmm.
so, if Sean wins, he gets the AEW. He gets the world title.
Yep.
But if Sammy wins, Santana and them get the tag team.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or I might lead it to, depending on what happens. I might change it to a winner take all at the pay-per-view.
Okay.
You should have some shenanigans happen, like double count out or whatever. Or,
Yeah, double.
Was that the main event?
that's a good match for a pay-per-view.
No, yeah. Yeah, no, we're at the point where, no, we're at the main event now. We're main event time. Actually, Christian's talking about his main event match next. Basically talking to him before he goes out to face him, saying, hey, I'm Christian Cage. I ain't just Christian here. I got a last name here.
Ooh, actually, that would be good. Yo, imagine, so, like, you do that promo, and before Edge is about to come out to his music, like, Edge's music hits, and before he goes out of the curtain, Christian grabs him, like, hey, man, just remember. And then you cut that promo. That'd be tough, bro.
Yeah.
That'd actually be kind of tough.
Yeah, do that. And then he says, oh, yeah, I have a last name, and this ain't WWE. I ain't going easy on you. He's like, let's do this. Okay. AEW World Title Tournament semifinal. The winner faces Daniel Bryan at the pay-per-view in 2 weeks. Okay. They have a great match. They go back and forth. Edge, there's a one spot where these both try to spear each other. Like, he tries to do it. Christian goes for his finisher on Edge. Edge kicks out. All of a sudden, Falcon Furies hits Daniel Bryan's music. Daniel Bryan comes down with his kendo stick from earlier and starts beating the shit out of both of them and hitting their necks.
Wait.
Laying them both out.
Is it a DQ?
Yep.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Or a no contest? Is it no contest?
Yeah, no contest.
Triple threat coming up.
Daniel Bryan walks out, walks to the top of the ramp with his kendo stick, saying, okay.
Ooh, I like that. To be honest, Danny, this might have been one of the better shows you've done. This might be the best one.
Honestly,
I was picturing everything.
Honestly, winning it was so much easier.
It's less stressful. I feel like it's easier also to hear as well. Versus the long talking promos, because then it lets me kind of fill in some little things here and there.
Yeah, it's good to have the talking points, at least stuff that you want them to say.
Yeah, definitely.
Like promo, what you think they would say to each other. But yeah, that's basically. So yeah, so that sets up a couple matches. Like
I like that.
How is it gonna be? Like at least sets up almost all my titles for the go home show.
You set up the women's. You set up the
tag.
The tag.
Tag team, the team.
Yep.
So
yeah, you set them all up.
I did it last time. I did try to do it quickly.
Hey, I like that. I do like it.
I like that Christian Cage promo too.
That's what I said. Yeah, the Edge, and then like I said, that Christian Cage pulling him before he goes to the curtain,
saying, "Hey, this isn't. I have a last name here."
Yeah. And our tag team member, it still took 2, and I still had a career after it.
Just remember who pulled them belts down all the time.
You should have known that was coming when I said, "Oh yeah." When Daniel Bryan said, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna take. I don't care if I face one of you or both of you." So it's getting interesting. I don't know.
Actually, yeah.
I haven't decided who
tie-back.
I'm gonna. I haven't decided who I'm gonna have win it at the pay-per-view yet. I haven't decided. Part of me has to go Daniel.
Leave it open-ended, man. Leave it open-ended.
Leave it open-ended, man. Leave it open. Hey, I think we all had some good episodes there, guys.
Honestly, us rushing it was 3 times.
I think it came out better.
We did it quicker than we usually did too, which was nice.
I think it sounds better. So we got to wrap this up.
So we'll wrap it up for us.
All right, guys.
Bye.
Don't J all over your B's. Don't S in your A's. Don't wear C's.
You should probably change that to GM Week 3.
Anyway, that's how we wrap it up, though, guys.
All right, man. This is that for the week. Almost kept it under an hour, but we got a lot of stuff covered. Took a lot of time. Danny got a new mic.
You have a new mic coming?
I have a new mic coming today.
We have
episode
on Sunday. We're reviewing
tomorrow.
the paper. Yup. It's gonna be
And
good.
Danny made the YouTube channel. We're gonna get that stuff posted, and we're gonna get this bitch rolling. All right,
Let's get it.
it's good.
Give us one last remark, Danny. You gotta give us something funny.
Let's,
Make a fart sound.
Alright.
Right?
There you go.
There you go.
Peace out.
All right, man.
Peace.
Peace.